This feels like some kind of quest. I went down over there. I got lost in the new airport. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Olga Land channel. Today I'm personally flying through the new Terminal 2, which literally just opened on April 15th. They say the space is huge, and the airport sent us information saying we need to be there at least 3.5 hours in advance. So today I'll be doing a full review. What exactly has changed there? Why do you have to arrive so much earlier now? Or maybe you don't. It's just a kind of warning. I'm riding in our transfer vehicle. We provide private transfers all along the Antalya coast, Istanbul, Dalaman, basically all the resort cities in Turkey. Our cars can pick you up at the airport and also take you there, but private tours are still available too. Olga Land, yachts, transfers, excursions, group and private tours. Everything you were looking for in Antalya? Subscribe. I'll show you a lot of the airport grounds themselves, because there are a lot of questions about how long it takes to get there and how everything works. If we're meeting you, what is the general procedure in Istanbul? The thing is, tourists come out first, and only then is entry permitted. Private transfers are allowed to enter the airport grounds. In Antalya, it's much simpler. Drivers wait right away. In Istanbul, they wait with a sign. But the car can't enter immediately because there isn't enough space for everyone. It's not just us, it's the same for all transfer companies. Now we've already entered the territory of Antalya Airport. We're about to pass by the first terminal, which is the domestic terminal, so that you understand as well, if you're flying with a layover, and many people will be watching this video for that reason. It's actually not close at all between the terminals, and you need to keep that in mind. I have a review of arrivals and departures at this airport. So here we have the exit from the domestic building, and the first terminal. Domestic means local. Right now, all planes from Istanbul, in fact from anywhere in Turkey, arrive at this terminal. I think they'll make it the main terminal for Turkey. And now let's see how long it actually takes. Some people think they can just walk it. We'll be driving to the second Ekun terminal, keeping in mind that the car can't go fast. The maximum allowed speed here is 30 kilometers per hour. Here we have the entrance and another exit from the domestic terminal. So, by the time you collect your luggage and get out, you'll need to enter the parking lot here, because you can't park cars right by the exit either. Get into the car and drive to the next terminal if you have a transfer. In this case, people often order fast-track service from us. It's an expedited airport service. You are met, and right away, I'll show you near the airport entrance, you go through quickly without waiting in line. Now let's do this as well. We're already approaching the second terminal. I'll show you right away. Do you see this little extension here? That's the newly built part of the second terminal. There it is written, second terminal. And we're entering the parking lot. It's so big. Now we're going to drive up to this building, and from this small building you'll need to go into the big one. You can see the scale and size that it already has. They say it can be compared to the huge Istanbul airport. One of the largest hubs in the world is going to be built here as well. That's why we're saying, and the airport warns, that you need to arrive 3 hours in advance. And judging by the scale, that's exactly how it looks. Here's the building I'm about to enter. And here is the large building, where you'll find your gate. On the right side and right here, I'll show you in a moment. There is a separate, we just drove past it, but there is a separate turnoff to this parking lot. This is where we rent out cars. If you arrive and need to rent a car at the airport in Antalya, this is where it happens, if it's the second terminal. We park the car here, and then we meet you at the plane with a sign and escort you to your rental car. So here are our transfers waiting. Here's the counter. This is where we issue vouchers for individual airport access. We'll go through with you like regular tourists. Look how many people there are. There are actually a lot of people, really. And keep in mind, folks, it's only April right now. So during the peak season, there will be even more. I'm choosing the shortest line. You understand how many people are here? Fast track at the airport must be purchased in advance, no later than a day before. So, if you see a line like this and decide to pay for fast track on the spot, it won't work. You need to do this in advance. Alright, so I've passed the first checkpoint. I've got an idea. I'll keep track of the time. And note how long each step takes. I'll check the video timestamp to see when I recorded each part. And let's take a look on our flight. Here, we're checking the flights. So my flight is at 22. Right now it's 1861 and it's not open yet. Let me show you a bit and tell you what we have here. First thing, there are these Wi-Fi kiosks. I have a separate video about how it works here. If it becomes available, let's go over and I'll show you how it works as well. You can connect to Wi-Fi for 30 minutes. These kiosks are available both upon arrival and departure. There is also an information desk. If you need something urgently, you can go there. They speak Russian as well. So, I see a completely new area here. It wasn't here before. Apparently, you need to go there after check-in. Another important point. If you have things non-offering that are subject to tax-free and you want to hand them in, then it turns out that the tax-free counter is located. If we look at all the check-in counters on the right side, here it is, the blue counter. Now we will come closer to it. I have a detailed video on how to return the tax-free tax. Here it is. The counter is right here. The most important thing is that you just can wear the items, but you must keep the tags on them. Do not check your suitcase at the check-in counter. Tell them that you have items eligible for a tax refund, and then go to this counter. You put your suitcase here, you show your items, and they will issue you a receipt. And you either get your tax refund right here or on the second floor. Since this is a new terminal, I'm not sure, but before there used to be a separate counter on the second floor. We'll check it out, by the way. So my check-in counter opened exactly 3 hours before departure, and there was absolutely no one there. Well, basically, there were very few people for my flight because I'm flying to Russia, and a lot of people arrived from there, and I actually got my ticket very cheaply. So it's no surprise that there was no line at all. But the point is, the counter opened at 7 o'clock. My flight is at 10, so exactly 3 hours before departure. It used to be 2 hours before. Now we're going, we have another security check and passport control ahead. There's also a new large registration hall. There are free luggage carts. Free carts are over there. And here it says passport control. Over there you can see the check-in counters. We're heading to passport control. filming is not allowed there, so I'm turning off the camera. I'll turn it back on after passport control. Subtitles by Dima Turzok. To be continued. I'm filming quietly. There are quite a lot of counters. They've really prepared well for the season. Let's see how quickly we get through. Hello? So, how about passport control? I got through in literally 5 minutes. Now we're all heading upstairs. We still have one more security check ahead. Oh, and then it's the duty-free zone. But here, things are much stricter. There are a lot of people, just like at the airport entrance. Friends, we've made it through the security check. We have one more escalator to go up, and then we'll be in the duty-free zone. As for the security check, yes. Let me show you what it looks like. I always talk about water in my videos. A lot of people, out of habit, throw away small bottles of water or juice. But now there isn't that kind of strict control anymore. Everyone is saying it. There just isn't that kind of control anymore. I brought with me 2 small juices like this. A small milk and also a half-finished bottle of sparkling water. And even if they ask you about it, if you have kids with you, you can absolutely bring small juices with you. You really don't need to worry about this in advance at all. So don't throw away your water. Don't bother with it. Why buy it later? Here, everything is overpriced. And you can easily bring a small bottle with you onto the plane. Alright, next up will be sticks. I'll make a separate video specifically about the duty-free zone, because maybe not everyone is interested in it. So, just so you know, I filmed separately how we go through passport control, and I also filmed separately about duty-free perfumes and alcohol. And right now this is the waiting area before the terminal. €12. The prices are the same everywhere. Farmer's set, €15. Coffee is only €5. Basically, a meal is $15 and drinks are around $7. What else do we have here? There are some clothes, sweets, and souvenirs here. Let's go take a look. Let's see. And now we're heading to the gate for Paris. Baklava, why is it warm? 75. Nemra is €35. Chocolate with nuts is €5. And that's basically it. I wanted to show you that there's a McDonald's here, but I didn't have time to go in and check the prices. But I think they're not much different from what I've already shown you. We have to go. Yeah, that's it. Subtitles by Dima Turzok. So that's it from me. Well, yeah, it's good that I didn't rush. So that's everything here for 200. And over there it's 60, 67. Listen, well, I'm already walking decently. I've probably been walking for minutes now. This is the hall. I recognize it right away. We just went back into the old building.
Yeah, right. Now it feels like some kind of quest. I went down over there, walked through, and now I have to go upstairs again. I don't get what the point of this is again. Once again, 6463. I got lost in the new airport. If you go down there, wait, are you at 64? To 4, go right, left, and 200 to the right. Missed it. Not good, to be honest. Olga Land, yachts, transfers, group and individual excursions. Everything you were looking for in Antalya. Subscribe.